The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Hey guys, it's Jay!
And Danny Green.
What a treat we have for you today, guys. We're featuring a huge environment from Figgie Smalls, Diorama Maker Extraordinaire. This set is absolutely massive, consisting of 3 separate walls and a floor base. There is some assembly required, but once it's put together, its size is impressive, to say the least. Check this out, everybody. If we take the camera and reposition it right down here, then if I just lower it ever so slightly, some magic starts to happen. Look at that. And then if we bring it in just a bit, wow. It's like looking down a New York alleyway. You can see the turtle raring to go in this particular scene. And then if we even go lower, again, all the possibilities. Look at that. The dynamics change every time you do something. It's pretty amazing the amount of detail that's been put into this diorama. I mean, look at the windowsills and all of the weathering. Even coming up this close, it looks pretty amazing. The brickwork is just spot on. There are even different colored bricks to give that sort of realistic feel. And of course, if you look at the stonework at the top, it's just gorgeous. And the cast shadows that this creates are just amazing, giving that sense of realism, even in this regular harsh lighting that we have here in the studio. And there is the air conditioner. I mean, look at the interior detail there. It's just amazing. Of course, we do have these wonderful little stone details, you know, the granite that's up here, and all these wonderful pieces of trash that's just been blown and strewn across everywhere, almost as if this is a real life environment, right? No one's cleaned up in a while, everything's sticking to the walls. Even these wonderful little cracks and details just really give that sense of realism. It's incredible. Moving over here to the exit sign. I mean, this thing's been here for a while. And look at the door. Man, people have been here kicking it down. It's crazy. I love the granite work that's on here. It's amazing. And of course, bringing up back to the the windows themselves. I really wish that we had actually had some additional lights. We could shine some different colors in there, give it a little bit more atmosphere. But again, you can do multiple things with these. You can even have characters just standing in the background, almost like silhouettes. It really is a wonderful detail on that side. And then over here, we just have these wonderful additional windows for the other side of the building. Freaking incredible. I really do love those different types of colors for the bricks. What a wonderful attention to detail, giving it that wonderful realism that we all expect. The wall continues on this side, and of course, there is that amazing garage door. Literally looking like Billy and Jimmy are going to be coming out with their Trans Am, ready to rock and roll. This is absolutely amazing, guys. Huge shout out to Figgie Smalls, and it's not done yet. If you want, you can even just create a regular or amazing looking street scene with this sidewalk detail, as well as, of course, the New York City sewer line. Insane. Bravo, guys. This is amazing. Of course, the first figure we're going to take a look at is Hush Batman. Oh, baby, this one's crazy. This one, of course, is Mafex Hush Batman action figure from Medicom.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like.
Well, there he is, everybody. There is Hush Batman. Oh my gosh, this is insane. From the soft goods cape, which is just freaking insane, to the figure himself. I mean, look at that face sculpt. That is just incredible. I love the furrowed brow, the whited out eyes, of course that stoic face. You gotta love it. The cowl comes all the way to the collar and then holds the cape in place. If we look further, he's got that wonderful bat symbol, which is amazing, way better in my opinion than the current bat symbol. And of course he's got that ab crunch signature to Mafex. He also has a waist articulation. Actually, there it is. You can see it's on a ball peg at the bottom as well. You can see his hips moving there. He also has, as we already know, butterfly joints. Look at those. Those are incredible. His arms can lift up about that much. They can rotate full 360 degrees. Of course, you can take his arms and then bring them all the way over. like that in freaking incredible. Of course, that is Batman Signature Edition. He looks incredible. He has wonderful wrist articulation. You can see the ball peg right there. You can move his wrists up and down like this, doing a flex. Look at that. That is awesome. His bicep can actually move a full 360 degrees. His elbow does have a double elbow joint, so we can actually move it all the way up, even to this pose right about there. Wonderful, wonderful articulation on this character. He does have a utility belt, which is somewhat movable. His legs do kick about that much, and of course, knee bends as a double knee. Beautiful, look at that, full knee bend, incredible. Of course, he does have that ankle articulation. Moves so well. Can move about that far back, move about that far forward just on the ankle rotation itself. Great stuff. And of course he does have that toe bend. There you go, Russ. They did it just for you. Amazing. The overall sculpt and design on this guy is incredible. Look at the wash. There's a very gentle wash on the entire figure. And the reflections on the light itself, look the way it plays with all that wonderful sculpted detail in the musculature. Incredible. The paint on the boots is also beautifully done. I love this gray feature with these really, really subdued blues. It's amazing. Coming back to the top, you can see that the ab crunch works very, very well. You can actually come all the way down like that. Incredible range of motion, and of course it can bend all the way back pretty much like that. That is pretty crazy right there. It does leave a bit of a gap there, revealing a little bit of the unpainted section, but still, depending on the way you're going to be posing this guy, this is an incredible range of motion. His cape cannot be denied. This is crazy. It does have a wire in it, as you can see here, but spreading it out all the way, this is one of the best features of this Batman. I mean, look at that. That is just an incredible, incredible cape and cowl. It's actually more like a cloak and cowl. And you can literally just do some sort of Batman-esque flying motion, which I think is exactly what they were going for with this particular character. He looks ridiculous. Oh my goodness, everybody. Hush Batman is here. And he's going to be in quite the situation with Odius. Hush Batman comes with a host of accessories, including a set of batarangs like this. Not exactly shaped like bats, but they do look a little bit more utility, because these ones can definitely snag and hold much better than just a traditional batarang, which pretty much just sticks into the ground or knocks people out. The grapple hook itself is actually on a metal rod. It's actually a really nice addition to this piece. The paint that they're using for this, for the silver, is actually a wonderful detail as well, if you want to shoot this out or have them rappelling across a diorama. You can just have the short version, which is here, and this can just be small, sticking out of the grapnel itself. Here we have the grapnels themselves, which you can of course use to attach the grapnel launcher. And of course the detailing on the grapnel itself is pretty intense. We can actually see a lot of detail there. You cannot deny that this is some amazing sculpt work from Mafex sculptors. A little peg right there, and there you go. A complete set to make it appear as if it actually is launching and grappling onto a wall. Bravo, Mafex. He has a pair of splayed hands, and I love the tree that they include so you don't lose these almost Wolverine style climbing gear. And these are just like more like knuckle dusters, but what they do is they have claws on them. Then he has slightly curved hands like this. These can be used for typing on a keyboard or perhaps gripping and holding on to certain accessories. This one's even more splayed out. I believe these ones could really be used for like holding on to a steering wheel or steering column, or perhaps, like I said, also used for typing and such. The pair of fists, a little less clenched actually. They look a little bit looser than the ones that are included with Batman right now. Hush Batman also comes with some swappable heads, including this more growly type of Batman. Arrgh! All you have to do is swap the top of the head portion. So you just take this, grab it, remove it from the top peg, and then replace it with the additional head sculpt, just like that. Wonderful snap in. There you go. Unmasked Bruce Wayne. This guy looks amazing. He's got the parted hair. He's got the wonderful wash that you can see certain highlights of blue in the top there. It is amazing. And of course, the overall profile looking so wonderful. That chiseled jaw, that squared off lip, in freaking incredible. This one's a little bit more difficult. Basically, take the head and you pop that off along with the bottom section, as you can see there. Pop his head right back on. And all of a sudden, you have unmasked Bruce Wayne, Batman. Batman is quite the foe, and we're going to take a look at his opponent, who a lot of people are saying is one of the best action figures to come out in recent years. Let's have a look at Odius. So Danny, what are your first thoughts about Odius?
Yeah, Jay, I know you say I'm the boss, but let's be honest, this action figure is pretty badass. I mean, take a look at the soft goods. The attention to detail's crazy, man. The stitching and the way it moves on the figure is just sick. Now that becomes a problem with articulation. Moving his arms up and down become a bit of a problem with his clothes on. So if you want the range of movement, you really gotta take his clothes off, you know what I mean? But it's a double-edged sword as you really start to lose that realism. So he's a really good figure, Jay, and he's really cool to play around with. I mean, look at the sculpting on his face, man. The expressions really give a sense of emotion. I especially like this face where it looks really weirded out. Or this one where it looks like he's gonna kick your ass. And then there's the hands. Wade really put a lot of thought into this, and I'm really glad I was able to get him to sign it for me. It was really great meeting him in person. He does come with weapons that are pretty neat. One of his weapons got a face on it. I mean, a death face. But it's really the soft goods that make it a home run. Articulation-wise, I'm going to leave this up to you, Jay. I'm not the type to strip somebody down, you know what I mean? Yeah.
The first thing you'll notice is, of course, these amazing looking expressions. I mean, these are really cool expressions for an action figure. I don't think there have been this many expressions on swappable heads that really sort of have this subtle nature, but at the same time, they really do mean something. Look at this expression here. It's kind of like, what are you talking about? Did you just insult me? And this one, of course, is this, huh? What are you talking about? This one, of course, is his snarling face, and he's ready for action right there. And of course, this was just a puzzled and confused face. It's it's really interesting looking at all of these expressions. This one's literally like, huh? What did you say? He also comes with a number of swappable hands. They are expression filled as well. We have the splayed hand, the slightly gripping hand. It's more like, you know, when he's landed on the ground. These ones are slightly even more grippy, but each one serves a little bit of a purpose, and they look so well done. The paint applications as well, just crazy. This really is a labor of love for Wade and the team over at Unparalleled Universe. Absolutely thrilled. He even comes with this crazy scepter. It's more like a bludgeoning device, to be perfectly honest with you, but it has that simian nature. It is a almost like a missing link skull. It's really cool to be able to see these things. And of course, look at the wonderful detail in the hilt and the handle. This is just crazy. And again, a wonderful testament to the artistic nature of Odius and its creator, Wade, over at Unparalleled Universe. And here is Odius in the nude. Honestly, no, he's a really cool character. Seriously, he looks amazing. Compared to other characters that come before, he is a bit lanky, but I think that was by design, you know, to be able to get those soft goods on him, to be able to bulk him up a little bit with the soft goods, and, you know, any additional armaments that you want to put on top of him. Having said that, he is definitely one of those strong monkeys, man. Like, he looks absolutely crazy. Monkey's not the right term. He's a simian, for sure. I forgot to mention that there is actually on each of the hands is a wrist articulation, so it can actually move, you know, forward and back, which is really nice. That's a great touch. If we take a look at the full range of motion here, he does actually have a full 360-degree arm rotation, as we can see here on the shoulder. The shoulders can move up about that much, and really, do you need more than that? After that, you basically just lift it up on this side, and it does have a upper bicep rotation. So, I mean, you can really get a full range of motion if you really wanted to, which is really great. After that, we do have the double elbow, so we can see here, literally coming in, able to scratch his own face. A wonderful range of motion. He has a butterfly joint, so he can literally reach over across his chest, just like that. Beautiful stuff. He can even do the Wakanda Forever, which is always a great pose. Coming around here, we do see once again that his neck can go all the way up here. Incredible. All the way down this way. And of course his head is on a ball joint, so it moves around 360. There's even another peg in here, so you can move a little bit more further that way and a little bit more further that way. Amazing. His traps are nice and high. And of course, the ab crunch, there's an upper ab crunch. We can see here it's on a ball joint. He can literally swivel around, go a full 360 if he wanted to. Some poltergeist stuff right there. He can crunch down about that much with the upper, and about go back around that much there. But you can get a bit of separation on the chest, as you can see there. They'll be covered up with the soft goods though. The bottom is also on a ball joint, almost on the hip, sorry. Then you can double crunch, so you can literally get them all the way down like that. Back, arch, all the way back. Wonderful stretch. But again, leaves these little gaps if you want to go that way, but it will not be hindered by those soft goods. He can kick about this far forward. As a matter of fact, you can probably kick a little bit higher if you really want to push it. You can kick about that far back, but with a double knee, which looks like this. He can go all the way back as far, literally kicking his own back, even if I bend it forward. It's a crazy amount of reach. Incredible for a figure of this nature. And of course, if you move over to his ankle, it's got this wonderful ball joint, so you can see here. Wonderful articulation all the way around. Wonderful pivot as well. You can literally go sideways on the other side like that. And of course, that wonderful toe articulation. Really adding to that toe grip, as Shartimus loves to talk about. Amazing. To replace his head, it's pretty simple. You just pop it off like this, and then you can reposition it and pop it on as simply as this. Just like that. And of course, changing his head sculpt is pretty easy. All you have to do is pop off the head, reposition it exactly the way it should be here. Now, I do have to make a note. When it comes out of the box, a little bit small, so you do have to finagle with it a little bit. I would recommend heating up the head a little bit just to get to the plastic a little bit looser, and then you can easily replace the head one more time, just like this. That little snap, so satisfying. And there you go. Odius has his head back. Amazing. Another amazing detail, of course, is that you can do the same swapping with the head as you can with the rest of the joints. You just have to take the shoulder socket here, have a nice little grip, and tug and remove the peg. You can hear that wonderful snap, and of course put it right back, snap it right back in, and you're good to go. I'm not really too sure about the legs. I'm pretty sure they are capable of doing that, but I didn't want to test it on this particular review. Odius really is a one-of-a-kind figure, and I'm so glad that we got an opportunity to meet Wayne at San Diego Comic-Con 2024, and that he signed this copy for Danny. That was an incredible moment, seriously, meeting Wayne, and even getting the chance to talk to him about his new project, his new up-and-coming features, and of course, Odius being front and center with all of it. He looks absolutely stunning. Well, there's nothing else to do than to see how Odius and Batman get along. Take it away, lead. Let's see what these two are capable of doing.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Boy, I run my city like it's Gotham. In a back cave, I've been plotting. Before I make a move, with the options. Don't move, you get popped with your roster. Yeah, I got the juice. Getting rich, I feel like Bruce. I got the juice. Getting rich, I feel like Bruce. Look, I've been ill, guess I'm terminal now. Like Mr. Freeze, I give him chills with the words that I spout. Listen, things ain't been sweet since I was scored as a child. Think I'm joking, $150, get a permanent smile. My chick, crazy and loyal, call her Harley Quinn. One sign, know it's crunch time when they call him in. Two-Face, you tried to hold me out my splits, you get one cut. Straight down the middle, that's a Harvey Dent. Yeah, I stay cautious, I ain't heard of trust. The ones that you open up to, will leave you opened up. Whether it's a hop or the league, I'm prepared for any issue that I see. What's up? I walk around my city like it's Gotham. In a back cave, I've been plotting. Before I make a move with the options. Don't move, you get popped with your roster. Yeah, I got the juice. Get rich, I feel like Bruce. I got the juice. Get rich, I feel like Bruce.
Yeah, back pulling hoes, dressed in all black. Bullets couldn't penetrate my suit while I'm out of getting Catwoman acting two-faced. You gon' find out how the tools taste. Put you in a pit, you gon' be getting raised your ghouls fake. Jews, Mr. Freeze, try robbing, get an IV. You cause you wanna be.
Looks like Odius and Batman worked it out. Huge thanks to everyone who helped make this happen. Figgie Smalls for creating his amazing diorama. And a huge thanks goes out to Action Figure Captures for lending us this diorama, and the lead designer for the animatics. On behalf of Danny Green and myself, Mega J Retro, we want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos every week, and check out this next video. We'll see you there.
Put the joke's on you, I'm the Batman.